General Hospital spoilers reveal that Jordan is diving into a full-scale investigation to uncover Sidwell's criminal activities, pushing her into unprecedented danger. As the deputy mayor, she cannot allow someone like Sidwell to continue running underground operations in the shadows, but she also understands that this is not a simple task. Sidwell is not just an ordinary criminal, he is sophisticated, with an extensive network of power, and is willing to resort to ruthless measures to protect his secrets. The clues Jordan has gathered have led her to a shocking discovery. Sidwell not only manipulates those in the criminal underworld, but also has ties to powerful forces in Port Charles. Mysterious transactions, huge sums of money moving in the dark, and particularly the mysterious disappearances all bear his mark. But what is most concerning is that Sidwell may be preparing a more brutal plan, a move that could completely change the city's order in the way he desires. Jordan knows she cannot act alone, but the deeper she delves into the investigation, the more she realizes that no one can be fully trusted. Anyone she thought could help may have already been manipulated or threatened by Sidwell. Lucy, who is becoming drawn to Sidwell, might unknowingly leak Jordan's plans. Others within the Port Charles administration may have been bought off by Sidwell, ready to protect him if necessary. But Jordan is not one to back down easily. She knows that if she doesn't act quickly, Port Charles may pay a heavy price. Sidwell has proven he is willing to use violence, and if he feels threatened, he may strike first to eliminate those who dare to stand in his way. This means Jordan is not only putting her own life in danger but may also be putting innocent people at risk. So, what will she do next? She could continue investigating covertly, looking for more evidence and waiting for the right moment to strike, but she also knows that time is not on her side. A small mistake could cost her everything, and worse, it could make her Sidwell's next target. The question is, who can Jordan trust right now? Will she turn to Jason for help, or will she face the most dangerous enemy she's ever encountered on her own? One thing is certain, this battle is no longer about justice or responsibility. It's a fight for survival, and Jordan must be ready to do whatever it takes to take down Sidwell before he makes the first move. Lucy is slowly being drawn into a dangerous whirlpool that she doesn't even realize. Sidwell's arrival has not only brought new opportunities in the real estate business but also a magnetic allure for Lucy, a dangerous and powerful attraction. For someone like Lucy, who always craves luxury and success, what Sidwell can offer seems too tempting to resist. But what she doesn't know, or deliberately ignores, is his dark side. Sidwell is not just a wealthy businessman, he is a manipulator, someone who knows how to use money and power to control those around him. And Lucy, with her ambitions and desire for recognition, is becoming the perfect prey. When Sidwell senses weakness in Lucy, he has no hesitation in exploiting it, turning her into a pawn in his power game. If Lucy fully sides with Sidwell and is willing to protect him, this could completely shift the balance of the battle between Sidwell and those trying to bring him down. Jordan, who is quietly investigating Sidwell, may face her greatest obstacle from Lucy when she becomes an unexpected ally of his. Lucy might accidentally leak information about Jordan's plans or even prevent others from reaching Sidwell to ensure his position remains secure. But does Lucy even realize who she is really supporting? Does she recognize that she is protecting someone who could be Port Charles's greatest threat? Or will she continue to convince herself that Sidwell is just a charming businessman, not a sinister mastermind? If Lucy continues down this path, she may find herself in an irreversible situation. Once Sidwell no longer needs her, will she retain her special place in his eyes? Or will she simply become a pawn when everything falls apart? This story is not just about power or money, it's about trust, about the choice between right and wrong. If Lucy decides to side with Sidwell, it could ignite a new war, where former allies become enemies, and once solid beliefs turn into the most painful betrayals. One thing is certain, if Lucy is not careful, she may lose everything, not just her reputation and career but also the trust of those who once cared for her. And when the truth about Sidwell is exposed, will Lucy be able to redeem herself, or will she be dragged into the abyss she helped create? Lucy and Sidwell are becoming increasingly tied together by the mutual benefits they can offer each other, creating a dangerous alliance that could change the landscape of Port Charles. To Sidwell, Lucy is an important piece, a person who can help him expand his influence through her vast business network and relationships. To Lucy, Sidwell represents ambitious opportunities, a new path to the power and wealth she has always craved. But this partnership is also pulling her into a more dangerous spiral than ever before. Lucy, once a smart and cunning individual, is now caught up in a world she can no longer fully control. As Sidwell realizes that Lucy could be a useful tool, he wastes no time pushing her further into his plans. At first, it may have seemed like simple business conversations, promises of financial gain, but gradually, Lucy becomes entangled in more serious matters, secret dealings, meetings with dangerous individuals, and even actions that go beyond ethical boundaries she never thought she'd cross. But what is even more frightening is that Lucy doesn't seem to realize the extent of the danger she's in. She believes she can control Sidwell, that she can use this relationship for her personal gain without paying too high a price. But reality is not what she thinks. The deeper she gets, the more entangled she becomes in a web of secrets, betrayal, and crime. And then, a shocking twist occurs. Lucy accidentally uncovers a dark secret about Sidwell, a truth that could destroy him if exposed. This is not just a business or political matter, but something bigger, more dangerous. It could be linked to the mysterious disappearances in Port Charles, shady transactions, or even an assassination plot against someone in the power circles. Though Lucy has been swept into Sidwell's game, she still has a strong survival instinct. She knows that if she keeps silent, she can continue benefiting from this relationship, but if she chooses to betray Sidwell, the consequences could be catastrophic. Sidwell is not one to forgive easily. If he finds out that Lucy is doubting him or plotting against him, she won't have a chance to escape. He's not afraid to eliminate anyone who threatens his power, and Lucy could very well be his next victim. Now, Lucy must face a life-or-death decision: continue collaborating with Sidwell and accept being part of this dangerous world, or find a way to escape before it's too late. But if she chooses the latter, how can she free herself from Sidwell's grip without arousing suspicion? One thing is certain: this story is no longer about ambition or personal gain. It is a fight for survival, where even the smallest mistake could lead to destruction. And Lucy, no matter how clever, may have already walked down a road with no way back. Isaiah and Jordan are stepping into a new crisis, a disaster waiting for them as they get closer to the truth about Sidwell's dark activities. The investigation they are pursuing is no longer just about gathering evidence. It has become a life-or-death struggle, where anyone who gets too close to Sidwell could become his next target. And now, Sidwell is expanding his criminal reach, plunging Port Charles into a more dangerous spiral than ever. What's even more concerning is that Sidwell is not alone. Lucy, who has been manipulated by promises of personal gain, is unknowingly helping him solidify his power. She may not realize the danger she is contributing to, but each action she takes is allowing Sidwell to continue expanding his illicit activities. When Lucy helps him cover up secret transactions, distort information, or even mislead those investigating, she is not just protecting Sidwell, she is pushing Jordan and Isaiah into a more dangerous confrontation than ever before. Jordan, with her sharp instincts and determination, is beginning to realize that something is wrong. The clues she and Isaiah have gathered point to one clear conclusion: Sidwell is not just a manipulator lurking in the shadows, he is building a new criminal empire. The disappearances, the illegal dealings, and even recent mysterious purges are all linked to him. But if they've realized this, it also means Sidwell knows they are watching him. And with someone like Sidwell, there is no room for threats to exist for too long. Isaiah, despite his experience facing dangerous foes, understands that this time they are up against a force that won't be easily defeated. He doesn't just have power and money, he has loyal allies, people willing to do whatever it takes to protect him. And when Isaiah and Jordan get too close to the truth, Sidwell may strike first to eliminate them. The situation becomes even more critical when Lucy, though aiding Sidwell, begins to realize she has gone too far. She may have started this relationship for personal gain, but as she witnesses the real consequences of Sidwell's actions, she can no longer ignore it. But will she have the courage to stand against him, or will she be sucked into the vortex of crime she can't escape? Sidwell is expanding his empire, and Port Charles is facing an unprecedented storm. With Isaiah and Jordan getting closer to the truth, they may become Sidwell's next targets. And as this war escalates, one big question arises: who will really survive when this is all over? One thing is certain: Port Charles is about to face its darkest days. Sidwell's crimes no longer stay in the shadows, they are slowly spreading, threatening anyone who dares to oppose him. And if Isaiah and Jordan don't act quickly, they may not have a chance to do anything at all. Lucy, enchanted by the benefits Sidwell offers, has walked down a path full of danger with no turning back. She is no longer just a pawn in Sidwell's game, she is actively involved in his dark plans. And the next target Lucy wants Sidwell to go after is Tracy. Tracy, with her sharp instincts and wisdom, has long suspected Sidwell's suspicious moves. She knows he is not just an ordinary businessman but a dangerous person manipulating everything from the shadows. But Tracy didn't expect the greatest threat to come from Lucy, the person she never thought would go this far. Lucy, driven by greed and Sidwell's persuasion, believes Tracy is an obstacle that must be eliminated. If Tracy continues investigating and disrupts Sidwell's plans, both will be in danger. Therefore, Lucy decides to act first, asking Sidwell to handle Tracy in the way he does best, through violence and destruction. Sidwell needs no further reason to agree. He already has his own plan to eliminate anyone daring to stand in his way, and Tracy has unwittingly made it to the list. But instead of a simple action, Sidwell decides to send a clear and brutal message. Explosions start happening. First, a mysterious fire at one of the Quartermain family properties. Then, a small explosion near a place Tracy frequents, an unmistakable warning that she is being watched. But when Tracy doesn't back down, Sidwell escalates the game. A bigger explosion is planned, another fire occurs at one of her offices. This is no longer a warning, this is a declaration that Sidwell will eliminate anyone in his way. But Tracy is not easily intimidated. She knows that if she shows weakness, Sidwell won't stop. She needs to strike back, but she can't do it alone. Will Tracy find an ally in time before Sidwell strikes again? Meanwhile, Lucy begins to feel fearful. She wanted Tracy gone, but as the explosions and fires occur, she starts to realize she's gone too far. She's not just manipulating Sidwell, she's helped him expand his criminal empire. But will Lucy be able to back out before she too becomes one of Sidwell's next victims? One thing is certain, Port Charles is being pulled into a dangerous whirlpool like never before. Sidwell is not just a manipulator in the shadows, he is openly showing his power through brutal acts. And if no one can stop him, the explosions and fires are just the beginning of a series of terrible disasters about to unfold.